Hello folks, this is Henish Polakal here and I'm with
Anna Maruka.
and she's our controller at Cal Home Co. So our controller does what? Because it's kind of a new title to me. I always said accountant, but that's not accurate.
Yeah, I never liked the word accountant.
Okay.
I'm not a licensed CPA.
Yeah.
I'm a controller. I take care of the day-to-day operations, all the finances here in the business with 3 separate companies now. So
Yeah.
it's quite a bit.
So you've seen a lot going on here and all the transactions we're doing and getting a feel for the business. I mean, you've been in the business a while.
I've been in the construction industry for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
Real estate, about 10 maybe,
Yeah.
on and off. And
Well, we're happy to have you, and she's joining us for this video. Everyone's trying to break out of their comfort zone and do some media like this. But we want to give a market update. I didn't get a chance to do one in January. It's been super busy. You can kind of see the mess behind us. We're in our new conference room in our offices on Marina Boulevard, just off of Claremont, West Claremont by the Costco. So come visit us. We're still doing some work back here. If you see people, or maybe even Blake running around in the background, he's building shelves and stuff, and we got cabinets in the back for kitchens. So busy last month, moving into this office, getting it built. It's still cold in here. We're getting our heat fixed, so I've got a coat on, and
I have
and she's got
my
her
fur vest.
This is just part of it, because sometimes I feel like I need gloves. It's been chilly here in San Diego. Also, I just had a 3rd baby, so that's been busy. And then I'm actually in escrow to buy my own personal residence in PB, so moving up into a bigger space. My space is a little too small. So let's get to the meat of this, the market update. So I'd like to just kind of share anecdotal evidence and information about what's happening and what I'm feeling and sensing. If you want to get market data with specifics on the percentages of houses sold and how that varied compared to the last year or average prices, there's lots of people that are doing those kind of market updates, and you can read those stats on San Diego Union Tribune and stuff like that. They're showing marginal decreases and increases, 2% up for this and 5% for that. So what's that mean for the average homeowner? It still means it doesn't make a big difference for you specifically, right? Having to take a larger macro piece of information like that and drill it down to what that means for your house, whether you're selling it or your house that you want to buy, doesn't really translate, right? I always tell people this, and I always tell professionals this, like, if you need a different spot than what you're in because you want a bigger house or you want a smaller house or you want something different, then do it. Don't wait for the economy to change to accommodate your needs, because you'll be waiting forever, right? So what do we have going on right now? So one of our escrow people, our escrow salesperson, just bought a house last month. She's super excited about that. Our home inspector that we'd work with a lot said that in the last quarter of last year, he had only about half of the inspections that he used to have, which is kind of a litmus test of what's coming through the pipeline. But now he's saying he's been so busy, he's working nights and weekends every weekend. So he's got like scheduled time to take his daughter to the zoo because he's working all weekend long. People are buying houses again, right? And it's kind of slowed down during the holidays, but mortgage rates are still super low. So what else do we have? Like I said, I'm buying my own house. I'm really excited about that. I know that we've kind of outgrown our current space, especially with the 3rd kid, and I'm confident in my purchase because rates are still great. And I know that if I have to sell in 5 years or more, that I'm going to be able to sell for more because I'm still in a good area, in a good market, and I'm not planning on selling the property in a year. I wouldn't guarantee to anyone that if you buy a property today, you could sell it for more in a year or 2, right? It's just not a safe bet in any market. So what else? So in terms of market data, I really like this article I read in Forbes just a few weeks ago, and it was written by Ingo Windsor, who is the president of Local Market Data. He's got this market data software company, and he basically describes it as 2 Californias. One that's like the rest of the country, and one where the markets have to be watched closely because prices are getting into bubble territory. And bubble's a hard word because bubbles pop, and from what he's writing and what I've seen and what I've been reading, there's nothing to pop. There's nothing that's going to pop as much as prices are going to get corrected. So some of these hot markets, and you know this, it seems like San Diego would be on that list, but it's not. So the places that are the Bay Area, right? San Francisco, Oakland, all those places up there that are in that high-tech boom, high-paying job industry or a market where people are getting paid $150,000, $200,000 and now buying 2,000 square foot, row homes for $1 million. So those prices are high, and those are above what's called the income price, and that's most likely to have the correction. But San Diego is still below that mark. We're kind of in the safe zone where it's not as high as those other areas, so less susceptible to a bubble or some kind of correction. So any kind of slowdown in the national economy is what I'm reading is that it might affect pricing in these overpriced
But not
markets
all
first.
market.
Not as much. So what he's saying and what I believe would happen is that prices maybe stay flat until it takes time for income to go up. So the 1 to 2% appreciation that we were getting per month over the last several years, we can't expect anymore. But you could still expect regular price appreciation. Worst case, flat. I don't think it's going back down, right?
Got it.
If someone thinks they're going to wait until prices drop to 25 or 50% less than they were,
It's
like
not gonna happen.
like they did in 2008, the mortgages are just too good. The economies are just too good, and then the demand for properties and people putting in 20% down is just too strong, right? Every price point, from our $300,000 condos that we sell to the $2.5 million big high-end houses that we sell, we're seeing buyers.
We're still getting multiple offers.
We're still getting multiple offers. You're exactly right. You're seeing them come across. So what else we got? So mortgage rates are still low, and I really like this one. This is a cool thing that just came out. It's called Experian Boost, and most people haven't heard of it yet. So Experian's offering a program where if you have thin trade lines or you're a first-time home buyer, they're allowing you to use your utility lines, your payments from your banking, your credit, your phone bill payments, and plug them into your credit report. Excuse me, and use them as trade lines and
That's
help
awesome, 'cause
help boost your
utility
credit.
bills hurt your credit, and now they're going to help you.
Now they can help you. Yeah, so if you miss the payments on those things, they ding your credit. But if you're paying them on time, they don't help your credit. So now that's changing. So that's huge for people that don't have a lot of credit or debt to show to a mortgage person that, hey, I can afford to make payments. Let me get a house. So this is helpful for that. So if you don't know about that, learn about Experian Boost, get on that program, improve your credit, and it can be immediately. It can take 1 or 2 weeks or less to get that score up. So while you're shopping for a house, you can improve your
working
credit.
on it.
Yeah, get working on it and improve it. So that's huge. So do something there. Don't keep renting if you're still renting. So what else? We've got a lot of stuff going on personally, right?
Personally.
Anna's been pulling her hair out because we've been having a lot of transactions going on. One of our investment properties we're about to finish up this week. It'll go on the market next week, February 15th. That's at 1744 Terrace Hill in El Cajon. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. Mostly single level. It's all single level. It's got great views. It's a huge lot, quarter acre, half acre lot, and it's got nice views. So that'll be on the market next week. So really excited about that. And we just bought or are about to close, or maybe by the time you see this video, we'll have closed on all of these properties. One on 68th Street and 92105. It's in a nicer part of town. It's a 4-bedroom house, and it'll be on the market in mid-March. We just have to do some slight cleanup on there. Howick Street, which is out in El Cajon, kind of east of the main part of El Cajon. It's in a nicer community there. It's a 4-bedroom house with a pool. It's got views. That'll be on the market in mid-March. Let's see what else we got going on. Cass Street, this is in Pacific Beach, just north of Garnett, kind of closer to North PB. There's a high-rise there. We're on the 2nd floor. It's directly across from the pool. 2-bed, 2-bath, single level, parking spot. It'll be fully renovated. The building is great. You're going to really like it, and that's going to come on the market mid-March as well because we've scooped up all these properties.
El Tordo.
El Tordo, we're closing on that Friday. This is a 2,900 square foot 2-bedroom condo in the village of Rancho Santa Fe. 2 levels, but it's got an elevator, right? So if you're downsizing from your 13,000 square foot covenant home and you just want a 3,000 square foot condo, this is exactly what you want. You can walk to all of your favorite Rancho Santa Fe village shops, and that'll be on the market in about a month and a half as well. We're doing a lot of big renovation on that with a designer to make it beautiful. So that'll be cool. And we just got our $2 million listing in Elfin Forest at 7040 Elfin Oaks into escrow. Multiple buyers again. We had to do multiple counters. We got the seller the best offer, and people were transacting. That's on a 7,000 square foot house. And we'll be going into escrow just under list price, just under $2 million, which is incredible. I worked on that with Leslie DuVernay, who's a fellow EXP agent. So she called me up to help with that one. So I was happy to help her on that and get that done. And then several of our other listings are closing in the next few weeks too, right? Princess View, Capistrano, bunch of other stuff. So there's a lot going on.
Yep.
69th
is coming up.
69th is coming up. So we've got a lot going on. If you're on the sidelines waiting for a huge drop in prices, I don't think you're going to see it. I think you're going to be disappointed, and you're going to watch the bus go by with your house that you wanted. I say this every month. If you're looking at houses to buy and you find the one that you want, like I have, make a move on it, because that might not pop up again. Location, location, location. Live how you want to, and make the most of it. With So don't be scared of market perception. There's different markets, and in San Diego, we're sitting pretty well. So we're making moves. So are the other professionals we know. It was a longer market update than we wanted to do, but Hennis Polko and Anna Maruca,
Anna Maruca.
Cal Homco. See you guys next month. Thanks.
Bye.